Welcome back to LSO. It is our Super Bowl recap episode, and before we jump into it, I just want to say, Chris not being here yet again, this time it's more predictable though, because he's butthurt about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I'm just going to come out and say it. This Cowboys fan is butthurt.
There's a lot of butthurt fans out there. Eagles caught a lot of people off guard, but most of America is rejoicing because Tom Brady went down in the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm a Brady hater. Put it on the books. The Eagles did something that a lot of people didn't expect them to do. Actually, if we look back at last week, it's something that most of the people at this table, one person not here in particular, thought that wouldn't happen. The lonely vote from the Eagles. Yes, we won. Well, they won. Birds of a feather flocked together last week. America won. That's all that matters. And, of course, today being Thursday when we're filming, the Eagles had their celebration. I had a buddy actually out there said it was wild. Not to mention, if you watched any live feeds after the game, I'm surprised the city of Philly is still existing.
Well, I'm glad you're done tooting your own horn.
Oh, I'm not done because I'm going to be tooting until next season. Because 2 years in a row called the Super Bowl. 2 years, Justin. 2 fucking years, bro. Exactly. And you guys wouldn't even text back. I got the text right here. You guys didn't even text back when I said Eagles won.
Well,
you guys were
the
all
reality
salty.
of it is, I wanted the Eagles to win. I just didn't think they would. I mean, because you think...
Oh, ye such little faith.
I think this Super Bowl shocked a lot of people because you think about what happened. I mean, the Eagles' best part of their team most of the season was their defense. And their defense got trashed, and what happened was Nick Foles actually had to pull out a Super Bowl MVP performance to keep up with Tom Brady and end up beating him.
Bro, did you miss the NFC Championship? They blew out the Vikings. With the offense, they blew them out. Nick Foles has been playing like a giant all postseason. Like I said, after what they did to the Vikings, and I said it last week, I said, there's no way that they're going to lose. Nick Foles, when the Vikings, of course, they're playing away, but of course they're one of the top. They're like literally one of the top 5 defense, probably number 2 in the league this year. They blew them out. That's when I knew. I was like, yo, this is something special.
Philly special. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Tonight. Easy, easy. Kill. Lane. Let's go!
The football gods are on the side of the Eagles right now. And sure enough, what happened? It got scary there for a second. I was like, uh-oh, Brady's up to his old tricks. It's getting close. But sure enough, Nick Foles, man. Nick Foles, wow.
Well, you also start asking yourself how the game would have went if that strip fumble didn't happen. Finally, the Eagles' defense made a play late in the game, and I think that at that point in the game made a huge difference.
It did. I mean, again, this game was close. It was back and forth. It was a very good game. Probably one of the better Super Bowls I've seen, actually, in recent years, believe it or not. But, yeah, that strip fumble at the end, man, that was beautiful. That was a work of art. I don't know how it happened. It was just beautiful. And, again, I mean, you were at a point where it's like, it's typical Patriot bullshit again. Patriots about to march down the field and win it. But sure enough, when that strip fumble came, it was a wrap.
I guess the defense for the Eagles at some point, they were overdue for a play like that. I mean, with that quality of defense, I mean, yeah, they're getting trashed most of the night, but eventually they had to step up and do something. I also think what's interesting is that, and not a lot of people talk about this, but the Patriots' top corner, Malcolm Butler, didn't play.
No, something about him missing curfew and possibly found with marijuana. I mean, again, I understand teams, have certain rules, but man, you screwed up before the biggest game of your career. Wow.
No, I take a different look at this. I think it's the ego of Bill Belichick at play here. I mean, think about it. Malcolm Butler was like one of the reasons they won one of their last Super Bowls, the one against the Seahawks with that interception on the goal line. And now you're going to have him not play in this one? Like, I'm sorry, unless the league's actually suspending him, he needs to be on that field.
Yeah, I mean, you should have all your best guns out there. And, of course, you came up one short. And, you saw it happen. I mean, the Eagles offense, I mean, let's be honest here. Nick Foles got a receiving touchdown, and I think they said it was one of the first in NFL history.
First in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
for sure.
first in a Super Bowl, in Super Bowl history. Nick Foles getting a receiving touchdown. I mean, he looked like such a pro. Caught it at the side. Like, I mean,
and
he could have been doing it all season.
Yeah, and the Patriots tried a similar play with Brady, and it didn't fucking work.
Take his spot, puts his spot, number 13. Meanwhile, 3rd down and 5 here. And now you got to flip back here to Damian who throws, and it's Brady.
It was almost like you could read the expression on Brady's face. He was like, why did we even call this fucking play?
But the dumbass was the one that called it. I mean, it's like, yo, check, like, audible to play. It's not that hard. No, it was an exciting Super Bowl right down to the end. And, I mean, the Eagles finally got their ring. So, I mean, again, you got history happening. It was exciting to see that. Hopefully next year, one of our teams maybe makes it. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, what a great Super Bowl! Again,
it was like a Madden game, dude.
There
was like no punts. It was like going for a 4th down every time. Like that was such a Madden game kind of Super Bowl.
It was a ballsy Super Bowl, man. I'm like, jeez, they're holding nothing back. But in other news, actually, around the league, Jimmy Garoppolo just got paid, the highest paid NFL player by yearly average now. I mean, San Francisco signed him to a 5-year deal. They're locking down their franchise quarterback. If they build a team around him, San Francisco, man, you guys in the blue and gold, a little worried? You guys worried?
I'm a little worried about it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, because and they obviously had this cap space to make a move like this, and yeah, it's really just a matter of, because like whenever you have an elite quarterback, and I don't want to jump the gun.
Yeah, wow, we're calling him elite. I call him Baby Goat, but I'm not calling him elite yet.
But a promising quarterback that could be elite, honestly, at that point, even without weapons around him, he might still be able to get it done for you. Like we've seen this time and time again. Like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, they haven't always had the best supporting cast around them, and they still get it done year in and year out. So getting that quarterback in place, as long as you can protect him, that's all you really need.
I mean, if you can protect him, he won 5-0 in his first 5 starts on the San Francisco 49ers. So right now, currently, he is undefeated for the 49ers. Plus, his stats were amazing. I mean, you look at what they may do in the draft. I mean, they're still probably going to draft relatively high. Lock down maybe a star receiver, put some O-line around him, boom. You got a solid-ass team in the NFC. It could be, I wouldn't be surprised if San Francisco was in the playoffs next year. No question. I don't know if they'll go completely undefeated, but I could see them being a 3rd, 4th, a 3rd or 4th seed, maybe wild card at the worst.
Well, it's going to be a tough division.
Yeah.
Because the Rams are on the
NFC
rise,
West,
and the Seahawks, I think, are always in the thick of things.
Always.
Not sure about the Cardinals. I would project them to be the bottom team. But
we'll
you never
see how they do in the draft, but I don't see good things for them, at least in the foreseeable future.
But the other thing is, as far as like projecting next year and what's going to happen, there's always a shock where like a team that finished at the bottom ends up top in the division. Like you look at what Jacksonville did.
Yeah.
And no one saw the Rams coming this year either. So there's always you always can't perfectly project these things, and you're going to see some surprises.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for next year's NFL season. It's been really fun to talk, call it, every game every week, predict our games. I guess this is it for football, man. It's kind of sad, at least until, the draft happens, but man, I'm sad football season's over. Damn.
Yeah, but there'll be other things to talk
about. There will be. We got the NCAA basketball, March Madness coming up. We'll be talking about lacrosse this year. World Cup's coming, Winter Olympics. I mean, sports never dies, but man, I love football. I love football.
We all do on this channel.
Yes, we do. Obvious point made. But from Justin and Chris, who's at home drying his tears because the Eagles finally got their ring. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. We're happy to have you on this journey. Stay tuned for more videos. Also, check our video over the line. Take care.